subscribe. Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
He's always been a racist, a bigot, a xenophobic, and Islamophobic. We know that he called African nations a in his first administration. We know that when he came down that escalator, he said he was going to stop Muslim immigration into this country. And so it is not surprising that he is going after black immigrants in this country. And it's certainly not surprising that he's choosing a black immigrant community that is also Muslim. But what I would like to say is that most of us are citizens. On our passport, it says we are nationals of this country. We love that Minnesota has welcomed us. Many of us have not been settled in Minnesota. We chose it as a home because the Minnesota people and the state is beautiful and very welcoming. And we are going to be here regardless of what the president has to say.
Glad to have y'all in here. Before we get started, I do want to remind you, for those who don't know, we have a very good package that's on sale right now for the holidays. Y'all know around the holiday season, we have some extraordinary packages that we provide, and we got a great one. We have the Majara Magic Holiday Package. We have a new deodorant, a new scent called Majara Magic. It's a phenomenal scent, ladies and gentlemen. We have it in a package deal. You're going to get the Majara Magic new deodorant. You're going to get the Lucky Lavender, the Biloxi Blueberry, the Vanilla, the Coconut Butter. You're also going to get a Majara Prayer plaque. We got a beautiful wooden and brass plaque that you can put on the wall that comes with the package. It's absolutely beautiful. We have the Rootwork exclusive face towel that goes in, so you're going to get all that with the package deal. This is a great holiday gift for people in your family. It is a phenomenal holiday gift. Go to rootworkstyle.com to get that package. The sale ends on the 15th of this month. So you only have a few days. Well, you have like a week. You got a week, but the sale will end on the 15th, ladies and gentlemen. So you got to take advantage of that now. All right. That's rootworkstyle.com. Everybody share the space. Family, what I want to talk about first, y'all see what's going on in Minnesota. Trump said what he said about the Somalis up there in Minnesota. There's a lot of tomfoolery going on up there. There's a lot of scams, a lot of finessing going on up there. They're sending the ICE trucks up there to start deporting people. It's getting heavy up there. And I saw Ilhan Omar. Somebody was interviewing her. She was leaving somewhere. She was being interviewed. And boy, when things get hot for these people, all of these people who go out of their way to really distance themselves from blackness, boy, when they get on the hot seat, they become blackety black. Ilhan Omar, she was talking about, oh yeah, Trump, they're targeting black immigrants. Oh yeah, she just kept saying she just kept saying it. Oh yeah, black immigrants are being targeted. Oh, that's what they do. All the racism, all the black immigrants, all black, us black. People get blackety damn black when the block gets hot, don't it? Just like that Haitian lady down there in Florida. Now, when she was running for office, oh, she was Haitian, Haitian, Haitian. When she won, Haitian, Haitian, Haitian. Oh, I'm the first Haitian to do this. Haitian. Oh, Haiti is so proud. Okay. Now, when she gets indicted for finessing money, well, oh, look how they doing the black people. Oh, look at how they doing us blacks. Oh, they doing the black community dirty. Oh, man. No, 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 no. No, we got to keep that same energy. We got to keep that same energy. No, don't drag us into it now. And people, there's some Somalis who are still very antagonistic towards us. There was a tweet by I don't know who, there's some white politician. There's a video of him talking about, talking against the Somalis being targeted. He was talking against it. There's a white guy. I don't know who he is. I think he's a politician, but a Somali person retweeted it and they left the following comment. They had to take a dig at us. All right. So the tweet was, and this from a Somali, more white people are standing with Somalis in Minnesota than blacks. It's very eye-opening. So, good Lord. Do people really think we're supposed to put the capes on? Notice how people get antagonistic towards us because they assume that we're supposed to jump up with the capes on. No. Listen, listen. The capes are off right now. We're cool. We're letting everybody fight their own battle. And people are not about to try to shame us for into stepping up fighting their battles for them, especially these groups of people who sat up denigrating us online for the last decade or so. Oh, we didn't forget what the Somalis online were saying about us as foundational Black Americans. Boy, they were very disrespectful. Let's be very clear. With many of these Somalis, and there's some cool ones. I'm not talking about all of them. I put that preface out there, but enough. Unfortunately, many Somalis, they are conditioned to see Black Americans as a caste beneath them even before they enter the United States. You got to understand, in many of these East African societies, Black American is framed as a lower class, culturally inferior, a group to avoid associating with. So they come over here with that. They got this weird hostility towards us. Then they start adopting that we're not Black, we're Caucasian narrative so they can gain proximity to whiteness. I recently had a Somali dude call up talking about he's really Caucasian. A lot of them think like that because on paper they're allowed to classify themselves as white or Caucasian. So for decades, let's be real, many of these Somalis, they position themselves as Cushitic and Arab adjacent and non-Black and Caucasian. Huh? So that was an attempt for them to try to get the benefits of whiteness and avoid America's anti-Blackness. Now that these immigration crackdowns and hit, they want to try to jump into the Black category out of convenience, and that ain't really working. So the whole, yeah, we're Black immigrants now. Oh, we're Black immigrants. That's a political shield. That's not a genuine embrace of Black identity. You know? Yeah, them running around talking about Black immigrant, you doing it now because see, that softens the optics of immigration roundups. That appeals to civil rights protections built by foundational Black Americans. They're trying to emotionally pressure foundational Black Americans to intervene. And yeah, y'all were just saying you ain't Black. So yeah, we cool. We letting y'all not be Black. Y'all don't be Black now. All right, we're cool. We're gonna let you fight your battles. Y'all told us how y'all come over here and y'all boss up and all this stuff. Y'all remember, man, right here on Twitter Space years ago, the main people that was on here talking greasy, it was the Somalians. They were on Clubhouse talking greasy. They had got very arrogant. Then they came over here talking greasy, calling us slaves and baby mamas, and we eat Popeye's chicken and on crack and welfare. Y'all remember? On Clubhouse, they were doing stuff like having mock slave auctions. Oh, they were calling us cotton picking slaves, and we were never slaves, nigga. You were a slave to the white man. We were not slaves like you. They were on that. Those Somalis were real heavy with that. And they thought that white society would always protect them more than foundational Black Americans. And then reality hit. See, they didn't know what we knew. We tried to tell them, hey, the white supremacists, you can't really trust them like that. They ain't got your back. Shut up, nigga. You are jealous. You are just jealous of us because we work hard and the white people love us. Remember, these people, the Somalis, were saying we were jealous of them. A lot of them. They were all up and down these Twitter streets and clubhouse streets saying that foundational Black Americans are jealous of them because they come over here with $2 and then in 4 months they living in a mansion and all this bullshit they say. And we're just jealous because they work hard, they get good jobs and degrees and all that shit, and we're jealous of them. And they come over here and start bossing up. Those were some of the exact words I remember very distinctively. Some of those antagonistic Somali women, yeah, we come over and start bossing up. And then I would always ask, bossing up where and how? How are you bossing up? Driving Uber? Where's all this bossing up? So that's when we start getting on their bumper, you see. But they thought closeness to whiteness meant protection. They thought distancing themselves and denigrating us was going to mean safety. They thought insulting foundational Black Americans meant that they were going to have some kind of currency with white society. Now, white society is targeting them. They feel betrayed, and they're still trying to redirect their bitterness towards us. You know, they're still trying to project their vitriol towards us. Yeah, like I said, a white man made a video kind of speaking up for him, and they're like, yeah, the white man the white people are standing up for us more than the blacks. So they're still trying to get brownie points from the dominant society, understanding it don't work like that. Yeah, y'all don't really understand how white supremacy works. Yeah, they use fools as useful idiots and useful tools. Now we understand that. That's why we really don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. And there's a select Sambo class that, who we've ostracized, but we know that the dominant society, they can't be trusted when they try to mascot you into a certain position to do the dirty work for them. This is why they usually get a lot of tethers to do it, because tethers are willing and able, and they don't understand the nuances of white supremacy the way we do. They deep down want the white supremacists to like them because they've already made little janky deals over there in their homeland. Understand, they've already made these little treaties and they done already legitimized white supremacy on paper over there. So it's nothing for them to come over here and try to make another janky deal with them. And I always say this, family, us as foundational Black Americans, we're the only people, especially only melanated people. We're the only, other than North Sentinel Island, we're the only melanated people who never cut a deal with the white supremacists. We never signed a plea deal. We never signed a treaty. We've never legitimized white supremacy by going into formal business with them. It's always been resistance with us. We've always resisted them. And anytime we push for laws, we're the ones who make the laws equal. We force equal laws on the books, ladies and gentlemen. When you see equal laws over here, that was a grassroots movement from us. It wasn't the dominant white society. They wanted white supremacy. They wanted it on paper. You understand? Let me get Frankie V in here. Mr. Frankie, hop on in, bro. I remember you before. I forgot what we talked about, Frankie. Frankie, you in here?
Hey, Tariq, what's going on, man?
I'm good, Frankie. How are you?
Yeah, I'm going good, man. Listen, a lot of my buddies from home, man, I feel like I don't know what's going on. Mercury's in retrograde or something. All my buddies and people from back home are doing bad. I don't know. I feel like everyone's all worried and kind of freaking out these days, you know?
Well, now, where's back home?
Well, I'm from White Plains, New York. I live in Queens now. I live in Astoria. But Man, you know what I realized? I think everyone's got a unique way to think about things. Like we're all different, right? Like you're different, I'm different. I think how you think about things is more in line with how a lot of people would think about things. But I think we're all a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
We're like, we have to also understand if we're part of a political party or a group or a group thought, that's fine. But I think everything's a little bit different for everybody. You know what I mean? Um, and I just want to say I respect what you do, man. I just think you're usually spot on. I think sometimes I'm Italian, right? Like my parents are from Italy, my grandparents are from Italy, immigrated over. So we're not Italians, don't like British people. We don't like the colonization of the British. So it's a little bit different for us. Sometimes we get grouped into circles in this country that we're not part of.
Oh,
We're grouped as white people, Italians that like sometimes we're not, you know. Um, but I don't know. I I think everything's in a little bit of perspective, but I love the way you break stuff down. There's a reason your spaces are always great. I just wanted to
hey,
give you
hey,
some love, man.
I don't know what Frankie was talking about. I was waiting for a point to be. I don't know what he's talking about. Did y'all what? Did y'all gather what he was talking about? He was very vague. I don't know what Frankie was talking about. That was kind of all over the place, and I'm just letting him try to land his plane and just kind of circle back to a point. And there was okay. There was really no point. I don't know. I don't know what he was talking about, to be honest. I really don't. All right. Listen, when y'all call up, man, y'all say what's on your spirit, man. Sometimes you sound like you want to say something, but you're trying to dance around it. Sound like he wanted to say something, but he's trying to dance around it, so it just got real vague. Y'all don't do that. Y'all come, whatever's on your spirit, just come on and say it. Just come on in here and just get it off your chest. You ain't got to dance around. If you dance around, that creates confusion. All right. Yeah, this is why I'm saying what I'm feeling about what's going on. I'm just keeping a buck 50. And my thing is, we don't want to see people harmed and none of that stuff. We don't wish bad on nobody. We don't want to see nobody harmed. But when people have a track record of seeing us as lower than them and constantly denigrating us just out the blue, denigrating our lineage, denigrating our experiences, and then when shit gets bad for them, they want to turn around and expect us to fight their battles for them. No, no, no. You handle your candle. You're gonna have to handle your own business. You ain't gonna shame us into putting the cape on for you. Huh? And look, this now these people are running around here trying to use the word black. All of a sudden you're trying to identify as black. That's about survival. That ain't about unity. See, when immigration starts and the roundups start happening, and then whiteness rejects you, the your proximity to Arabs, that don't protect you. Ain't no Arabs helping you. Y'all like to claim Arab. Where are the Arabs? Ain't nobody helping you. And they ain't calling for nobody. Notice that? When folks get in the hot seat, they don't call for nobody else but us. Y'all notice that? We're always getting denigrated by everybody. Every group takes turns denigrating us. They got some form of discrimination, specifically for foundational Black Americans. Yet, the minute shit gets hot for them, we're the first people they call. Every time. We are the first people they call after you talk all that shit. And you brag about being, well, I'm Asian, I'm Arab, I'm Caucasian. When shit gets hot, you ain't calling no Arabs, you ain't calling no Caucasians, you ain't calling no Asians. You're like, where the FBS? Even when y'all are in foreign lands. Just like, and I always bring up the UK, when they were over in the UK and the war between the UK and Russia broke out, and they had to get the hell up out of there. They couldn't even those African immigrants who was up there in the UK and the not the UK, the Ukraine, in the Ukraine. when they were in the Ukraine and the war broke out with the Ukraine and Russia, them African immigrants, they couldn't even go to their homeland. They weren't able to go to their home. Their homeland wasn't even accepting them. So they were all on TV asking for foundational Black Americans. Hello, I'm stuck in the Ukraine. Is Tevin Campbell available? We need Spike Lee to help us. Is Forrest Whitaker available right now? We need help. Is Little Bow Wow available? Any FBS to help us, please? Is Tony Braxton available to come get us? We need help from one of you niggas. Is Emmanuel Lewis, is he big enough to get on a plane to come get us? They're calling everybody. They're calling us. They're all calling us. You see? And we're cool. You know, we're sitting it out because we've already fought for everybody. We advocate for justice for people. Um, we got to the point where now solidarity is going to have to be mutual. This one-sided thing, it's just not working for us. See, we step up and help all these people, and in turn, they turn around, denigrate us, denigrate our lineage, distance themselves from Blackness, side with white supremacy to elevate themselves, attack our culture so they can gain status. So we're just on some non-interference thing. We're not even hostile. See, we're not even being hostile. We're not hurting nobody. We're like, okay, we're gonna let you. We're not gonna interfere in what you got going on. What is this? This is a diaspora war. War. I'm sitting at home eating popcorn. I'm not warring with you. The ice trucks is warring with you. Yeah. And we're sitting it out because y'all told us we complain about racism too much. We complain about police brutality too much. It ain't the white man, it's your ghetto culture, and you don't work hard. That's what y'all told us, right? Well, we're taking your advice. And we're going to go work hard, and we're going to encourage you to work hard. So if you just comply and not sag your pants and not be ghetto, I guess ICE won't be targeting you. That's what y'all tell us, right? So yeah, listen. Foundational Black Americans, we have learned from past experiences helping groups who later undermine us. That's a losing formula. We're stopping all that losing formula shit. All right. We've advocated for immigrant groups. We defended them. We done fought for policies that help all non-whites. And all we get are Myron Gaines, Candace Owens, Johnny Somali, all of these idiots and dweebs who come over here. They're anti-Black. They adopt anti-Black stereotypes. They undermine our claim when we try to get reparations. These tethers are the main ones undermining it. So we just said, okay, all right, we're going to have to do a little straightening and we're going to reshuffle the deck over here. Yeah, we got to reshuffle the deck. So this is the new norm. Let me get some people in here. Let's get Asanad, whatever your name is. Let's get you in here. Let's get Asanad. I think I'm pronouncing your name right, sir. And let's see who else we got. Yashar. Asarnard, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. How are you?
Pretty good. How about you?
I am phenomenal. I'm phenomenal. Now, where are you located?
Oh, somewhere in North America.
No. So you're in the United States. I hear a slight accent. So where are you from originally?
Africa.
Okay, what part?
North.
Okay, sir. Is this a point of shame? You sound very ashamed of where you're from.
Well, no, just cryptic,
Why
not shameful.
are you okay? Yeah. Why are you being cryptic, sir? Nobody knows you. We're just trying to get kind of artery here so I know who I'm talking to.
But yeah, you said something earlier about like being formal, and having those like coalitions,
Right, right.
like formal, like stuck in my head, because it is a sort of like this like formalism and like proceduralism, to like have an identity, like how like Africans, like a Nigerian, for example, in America would think of that because like it's an African lobbying group at that point, you know.
You're just saying words. I don't know what you're saying. You're just saying random. What point are you make? You're just literally saying random words that's not making any sense, sir. What are you trying to say?
Uh, so yeah, seeing the African community in America, from Africa, interact with like the Black Americans.
Okay, what about it?
It's been a very kind of interesting experience.
What's interesting about it?
And me and I've been here for like a couple, a while, but I'm from North Africa. It's like these like weird like status games. It's a status game, and who approaches status, but like kind of proximity to like whiteness, but also power. And power doesn't have to be about proximity to whiteness. Sometimes it's like building a coalition. But Africans are better at building like Africans because they're new. But I don't feel like Black Americans, like Black people, they can't build a coalition. That's why you have all these like stupid Candace Owens and all these like weird ones trying to Blexit
Hold on.
from some identity that doesn't even exist.
Hold on.
Make the identity first and then exit from it.
Hold on.
And then Blexit.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, slow down. Candace Owens is Caribbean. She's not even a foundational Black American. She's not a.
I mean, you know what? What like her thing is not even about ethnicity. Like it's this like neo fake internet ethnicity.
Okay, but hold on. But you said about you Africans build coalitions. What coalitions you build?
I mean, this is me witnessing other people building stuff. I'm not a coalition builder.
Okay.
I'm a lone man.
Okay, but you said it. You said that Africans come over here and build coalitions that foundational Black Americans can't build. What coalition?
To go back to your point, I think one of the most important ideas is they feel better than Black Americans.
Okay, let's try it again because every time I ask you a question, because you said,
yep,
and now you're not standing on it. So you must
wait. Ask me the question again, and I'll answer it.
You said Africans come over here and build coalitions that we foundational Black Americans don't build. What coalitions are Africans building here?
It's a lot easier because the African coalition is like a Nigerian coalition rather than like a big African thing. Do you see?
Well, you're not explaining what the coalitions are, sir. What
just kind of like a diaspora communities,
Diaspora community. Where?
Whatever the community is, like I hear in the South. Hello?
I'm here. I'm trying to hear about all of this coalition.
Like I heard about some towns in the South where like all the CEOs in a prison are Nigerian.
That's a coalition?
It is.
No, that's because white people elevating them as buffers. That's not a coalition.
I mean, it's a political coalition. At the end of the day, they have city council and a business that supports the town. The business is a jail. It's a prison.
That's not a coalition. They're just used as buffers.
I mean, I'm not trying to get semantic about what the meaning of a coalition is.
Yeah, I don't think you know what a coalition is, sir.
Just people. I mean, it's not. But it's a very body. It's corporal. It's corporal.
Oh, you just said something that you knew was not true, and you just kind of out there and thought that you wouldn't have to elaborate on it.
It's just semantic stuff. I mean, I think we both understand. You
don't really build coalitions because you don't build coalitions in your homeland, sir. If you built coalitions so much, you would have a coalition in your homeland. You guys have a gazillion different tribes over there. You don't really. Do you?
Actually, the fact that there's so many tribes for like 1,000 years means that coalitions had to be made, man.
No,
Otherwise,
no,
it'll be.
that's proof that people are too fractured and they have not been able to get along correctly. This is why you've been colonized left and right over and over again, sir.
Yep, some places are better than some places are better have been historically better at dealing with the like Mali. If you compare Mali to like
Sir,
you know what I mean?
sir,
So like
the fact
yeah.
different tribes over there and they're so easily colonized and the economy has collapsed over most parts of those places, sir, is proof that there's no coalition building. You know what other proof there is that there's no coalition building in your homeland? You are over here, sir. That's the
Well, coalitions fail over years, you know. Sometimes the coalition you had just like disintegrates for like 100 years.
right, right.
It's the historical consciousness.
Okay, okay, Assad, thank you. You're just saying stuff. Okay. He's just saying shit. That's tether babble, as we call it. That's tether babble. You're just saying shit. You failed. You're coming over here and you're just saying shit. All right. And you're just throwing crap on the wall to see what sticks. We're good. Yeah, we're not gonna build nothing with all that babbling. Leo, what's your name? Leo Purple Rain.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Good. How are
I
you?
am good. What part of East Africa are you from?
I'm part of every single country in East Africa. I came here to represent every single one.
Okay. So which part is your family from, dear?
Every single one.
They can't be from every single one. That's not correct. They're not from,
Well, if Black Americans can be Native American, I can be from every single East African country.
well, we're foundational Black American. So yeah, we didn't have to flop and flee from different countries to different countries, man. We didn't have to do that. We are stationary in our own homeland, right?
I'm talking about the ones that claim to be Indian. If they can be Indian, then I can be from every single East African country.
Here, I'm foundational. You go talk with them. I don't claim to be Indian. I'm a foundation Black American. You go find them and talk to them about that, ma'am. Now,
Okay.
what's on your mind?
Well, I
On your mind?
so I be so since I'm representing every single East African country, I would like to say
And slow down.
that
Just slow down.
okay.
Just slow down because you're about to start trolling.
No, I swear. I'm
Oh,
not. I'm about to show you some facts. I swear to God.
okay, but slow down. Calm down because
Okay.
get your trolling out too fast. Hold on. Before we do, this is a teachable moment. Over on TikTok, I talk about foreigners who do what I call the 4 T's. They do 4 T's. They'll, number one, tiptoeing, acting like they're talking in good faith. Secondly, they will twist. You tell them something and then they'll twist if they don't understand. The fourth T, they'll just start trolling. They'll just start saying the same thing over and over. The fourth T is tap out. They'll just start lying and just getting very belligerent and hostile and a bunch of lies. So, all right. So you're at the first tiptoeing. So now what issue do you have? What's your disagreement?
No, I just came here to collect my flowers from FBA because of what my people did for you.
Well, who is you haven't even defined who your people are, ma'am.
My people is every single person in East Africa.
Well, yeah. What have you done for foundation?
Specifically, do you know what happened with the Angela Davis situation?
What such is a lot of situations happen with Angela Davis.
Well, in the 1970s, my people literally protested in Africa for the release of her. So I would like to accept my flowers today.
Ma'am, you had black people over here hijacking planes for Angela Davis. They were stomping hard. We already was stomping down to help Angela Davis over here, ma'am. So yeah,
Y'all claim y'all claim Africans never helped y'all protest against the civil rights movement. You know, but we did. We helped you protest.
you helped us protest.
Yes,
I mean, there were some
all the way
people.
over there in Africa.
There were some people who were we were turning it up over there. People were following our lead here. We were putting the battery in people's back over there. They saw us whooping ass as a minority over here, and they're like, well, hell, since we the majority, we need to be putting in some work too. So right around the civil rights movement, that's when you guys started getting some of that independence over there. Patrice Lumumba and people like that were coming here studying in HBCUs, ma'am. Barack Obama's father came over here with foundational Black Americans who helped fund him, and they took care of him when he was over here, looking out for them, making sure they were educated. We were showing them, hey, this is how you stand up against oppression. So let's put it all in the right context, dear. But go ahead.
Patrice and the other one that you said, Obama's dad, I'm sure they're banned too. I represent only the Nilotic and Cushitic East African native people
Mhm.
of East Africa.
And
Okay.
And speaking of that, foundational Black Americans, when Italy was about to colonize or try to colonize Ethiopia, it was foundational Black Americans over here who were stepping up, fighting against that. We were putting out stuff in the press. We had our pilots go over there, John C. Robinson, who went over there and he joined the Ethiopian Air Force, showing them how to correctly fly strategically. We over here in Harlem and Chicago were sending over medical supplies over there to Ethiopia to help the people out. And this was in the middle of the Great Depression. We were still putting our money together to help the people over there because we didn't want to see them get colonized. Let's put everything in context, beloved. But go ahead.
Hold on. That's actually a lie
What's
because
a lie?
let me tell
What's
you.
a lie?
It's a lie. It's a lie because the American government didn't even allow y'all to go down there and helping somebody build a plane isn't going to help fight in the war.
And
What's going to help fight in the war is real soldiers, real warrior people.
yeah, some of
And Ethiopians did 2 wars with Italy.
us
The first one they won by themselves without the help of any Black American.
oh now
So you're lying right now.
lying. And then why did Haile Selassie give land or offer land to foundational Black Americans for?
He actually gave land to the Caribbean people
No,
who thought that he was some sort of god or something
he did.
because it rained over there.
No, he didn't give it to them. That land was allocated to us, and the Jamaicans found out about it and rushed over there. He allocated that land for us to thank us for helping them, ma'am.
That's a lie because the Jamaicans live there till this day. Why don't y'all go down there?
Now,
You're lying.
I'm not lying, man. Family, y'all want to look up what I'm saying? Hallie,
And also look up how Angela Davis
slow down,
protests happened in Somalia in 1970 something. There's pictures of it.
man.
Google that.
Okay, okay. I don't like nobody calling me a liar. I want y'all to Google what I'm saying, family. Well, I had to put her on mute. We're not going to do that. If I present a fact, I'll let everybody fact check it. I'll talk slow. Y'all fact check it. Haile Selassie to thank us for sending over medical supplies for people like John C. Robinson still going over there. They didn't want us over there, but we still went over there. Many of us still went over there to help them. We were sending money. We were sending all types of medical supplies over there to help them. They didn't have people like that. We were helping them. And Haile Selassie, in a sense of gratitude, says, hey, you Black Americans, I have some land over here that I want to give you. So if y'all want to have dual citizenship, come back and forth, y'all can do that. The Jamaicans found out about it and then they flooded over there. That's what happened. It wasn't for, why would he allocate land for Jamaicans? They heard about it and said, hey, we just like the Black Americans too. So they rushed over there. That's what happened. And family, y'all can fact check me on that. But go ahead, ma'am. Just don't you don't get to say, oh, that's not a defense, ma'am. But go ahead.
Because they felt like he was some sort of god, the Jamaicans. That's why he gave the land to them.
No, that's not. He didn't give it to them. He didn't give it to them. They just went over there like, hey, we just like the Black Americans. So yeah, and we were like, we weren't trying to flee. We were like, hey, we thank you, but yeah, we good. We're gonna make shit happen over here. We're not fleers. We don't run around like that. We thank them for the gratitude. But go ahead, dear.
You claim to not be fleers, but a lot of Black Americans are actually moving to East Africa to be passport bros, which is disgusting, actually. It's nasty.
Who? Who? You who?
Search it up. It's on YouTube. You have King Umbatunda. He's a weirdo. You
Yeah, I
have
don't.
the other one. I think his name's Ken Gonda. He's also a weirdo.
That sounds like your fellow tethers. Foundational Black American men ain't going over to no damn East Africa to lay up with y'all. when we got all these FBA women over here, ma'am. Now, this is the troll part right here. She's getting into. This is the third T family. She's getting into. That's trolling, ma'am.
Let me tell you something. They switched their names. His name isn't King Umbatu.
I don't. You're naming fellow tethers, ma'am. I don't know none of these people.
Can I tell you what happened?
I don't care because it ain't us.
Good. Guess
It's
what?
not us, ma'am. Okay, now here's the tap out. The tap out. Are you about to? Here's the tap out. When you run out of logic, they start tapping out. Go ahead, beloved.
I'm trying to give you facts.
And
So the reason why their name is Ken Gonda on YouTube and
okay, stop naming these random people we don't know, ma'am. Now you're trolling and you're tapping out. We don't know none of these people, and they ain't got nothing to do with us, ma'am. All right. So now you're troll. Okay, there you go. So I'm gonna let you go. She done tapped out. She's going into troll mode. Like I said, they always do the 4Ts. You just here trying to throw out some random person's name. I don't know. We don't know who these people are. These could be your buddies. We don't know. And we don't want to know. All right. Yeah, just because you don't like facts, that don't mean you get to negate facts. Yeah, Haile Selassie did not allocate that land for no damn Jamaicans. That land was allocated towards us to thank us. Why the hell would he thank Jamaicans? He was thanking us for helping. It was the black press over here speaking out against what the Italians were doing. We were sending over medical supplies over there. And y'all, please research what I'm saying. This is very well documented. All right. So people, you did, yeah, yeah. I know y'all used to lying. I know lying is second nature, but yeah, no. You got to come through with the facts. Let me get Brother Martin in here. Brother Martin, what's up, brother?
Okay, my bad. Wait, you can hear me now, brother
Yes,
Tariq?
sir. How are you?
Long time no see, man. My apologies for not being able to attend. Because I don't really use TikTok like that. Because TikTok, there's a lot of censorship there.
Oh yeah.
So I'm always on X. But yeah, I just want to say, welcome back to X, bro, man. Long time no see, brother Tariq Nasheed.
Oh yeah.
Just want to congratulate you for coming back and not abandoning us in 2025. Coming back to the app.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah. Now, I can't really hear you. Kind of breaking up. I think it's my end. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, great, great. Yeah, I just wanted to say, yeah, I'm glad that President Trump is deporting these tethers because the Haitians, man, and I'm gonna just say as a Latino, I can't stand the Haitians, so I'm down with you, brother. I'm down with the foundational brown, and I'm gonna land my plane there.
There you go. Thank you so much, brother. All right. We got Tether new. We got Revenue the Tether. What's going on, Revenue?
Hey, peace, Tariq. Want to tell you first before I, start debunking some things you said. Congratulations on hitting me, history. Comedy shows that you've been putting on, and congratulations on, keep selling the Ogun sweaters and the Ogun spray. I first wanted to say,
Got some new deals, and it's called Majora Magic. Now, with your level of must, your body might reject it, but I can get you a special bottle. Okay. So email me and I got a special bottle that we're going to double the formula for your level of must. So what's on your mind, Revenue?
right. I first wanted to say that Caribbeans most definitely helped Haile Selassie during the Italian-Ethiopia War. We raised over $3 million. You have people like Arnold Ford, who was born in America, but he was a Jamaican, and
What
we had
raised $3 million? Who? No,
Caribbeans.
they didn't. It was us over here doing that. A couple sprinkled in. It was us.
Brother, brother, you could look it up. I'm not.
How did
It's a fact. It's not nothing to debate on
is
that.
it is to debate? Where in the Caribbean were they raising that kind of money?
Jamaica, Trinidad. That's why hence Haile Selassie made his visit to. Jamaica and Trinidad in 1968. So there you go right there. And Arnold Ford, who
They
was
didn't
born in
make no $3 million for him.
this is a
That's
fact. You can look it up.
no, where
Anybody could look that up.
the Caribbean
And then you had people like Amy Garvey, who was Marcus Garvey's wife. She was a big supporter of Haile Selassie. So yeah, we have definitely made contributions to the Ethiopian war.
raised no $3 million damn dollars.
That's a fact.
Was
That's a fact.
they didn't have that kind of money in the Caribbean.
Oh, who said that?
Yeah, the logic says that they weren't holding like that. They can't raise
Uh
now. Who y'all gonna send that money? Okay, yeah. Also, revenue. I saw you were debating my brother Dwan B. Why Dwan was lighting your ass up,
I
and then,
mean, I didn't get on his panel to debate. I just came on to say why he's undermining New York being
then you
the
start.
pioneer of hip hop.
Yeah,
Like that don't make no sense.
and then you start the same troll shit. When you start getting debunked, you think you an Indian or something. Then you start that trolling shit. But that's
I mean, he a Cherokee. I didn't lie about that. He said that.
yeah. When y'all talking about hip hop, and then you start trying to troll your way out of it. That shit is so corny. When y'all do that, just take the L. But anyway, thank you for the call. Yeah, Dwan B was lighting his ass up. Yeah, Revenue tried to have an argument and debate with Dwan B about music, and he was like, "Where's your degree?" And Dwan literally pulled a degree out on his ass. Dwan was whooping this motherfucker. Dwan was lighting his ass up, and Revenue couldn't go toe to toe with the facts. So then he started trying to troll out, which is what they all do. They do that 4T shit. They come in acting like they're genuinely trying to get some answers. They'll tiptoe, then start twisting and trolling, and then tapping out. Uh, man, shout out to everybody in here. What's up, Juicy Genius? I see you, beloved. Shout out to everybody in here. What's up, cousin Jerry in the building? Cousin Jerry in the building. But yeah, man, listen, these folks with this weird hostility towards us, yeah, we're just shutting all that stuff down.
Yo, what's going on, family? This is Tariq Nasheed down here at the Hidden History Museum in Los Angeles, and you need to come down here to the Hidden History Museum on Saturday, December 20th, 2025 for the Hidden History Holiday Humor Fest. And we're going to have so many great comedians down here. We're going to have complimentary food. We're going to have great music, great drinks, great vibes, great mingling, and it's going down right here at the Hidden History Museum. So come join the biggest party in town to end out the year, and let's end it out in style, 2131 West Jefferson Boulevard. Get your tickets now at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. That's hiddenhistorymuseum.com. I will see you here.